this is snitching, I guess you can call me a snitch. Okay, if you break into my house and start touching my stuff, I want you in jail. But hey, I'm a civilian.
All right, man, welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. And in today's video, T Grizzley just got exposed for snitching on some LA Crips. Video by Poetic Flacco. Yeah, so T Grizzley is apparently getting exposed for snitching on LA Crips. Not really surprising. You know, it's kind of crazy because about his auntie earlier this year, and now, oh my god, he's snitching.
Yeah, we all know T Grizzley from First Day Out. So I guess bro said he's not going back to jail, and he messed around and used the 6ix9ine method.
Let's see.
He is currently being exposed online for snitching on some LA Crips. A couple years ago, T Grizzley's house was burglarized, right? They took $1 million in jewelry and they took some cash as well. So the news are right. Rapper T Grizzley not only mourning his friend PNB Rock, he also got drama at home after burglars made off with $1 million in bills and bling. Now, this was also like a very sensitive time because at the time, PNB Rock had just passed away. So a lot of celebrities and rappers were on edge. So when this happened to T Grizzley, he didn't know, was this just like they just coming to take some things, or was I backdoored? Am I in danger? Or people trying to hurt me? So T Grizzley took this very seriously. Like very, very seriously. So it goes, law enforcement official tells TMZ, burglars smashed a window at T's house about 2 weeks ago in his Porter Ranch neighborhood outside Los Angeles. We're told the jewelry alone they found was worth more than $1 million, and they also walked away with a ton of cash. According to the police report, no one was home at the time of the break-in, and there's an open investigation. But I do know for a fact, 100% fact, when this happened, T Grizzley wasn't playing around. Like, T Grizzley was not playing around. He was taken to the streets. But some say he also took it to the police, which we will review shortly. But what I do know, when this happened, T Grizzley put the bag in the streets. He put a bag on the head of anybody involved in burglarizing him. And when the streets began to talk, the streets began to point his hand at a guy called Baby Shooter. So when Baby Shooter was identified as the one who burglarized T Grizzley's home, what happened was T Grizzley got goons, right? I'm assuming it's other LA gang members, because if it's not other LA gang members, like T Grizzley is from Detroit, like his Detroit goons aren't going to be checking the LA gang member in LA, no, right? But dudes who were around T Grizzley, they found where Baby Shooter's mama lived, they found where he lived, they found other family members' homes, and they let him know, hey, bruh, there's a bag on your head. We know where your mama live. Here's her address. You better tap in and let us know what's going on. So Baby Shooter tapped in because he didn't want his mama to get hurt, right? He didn't want other people to get hurt. And if it's T Grizzley got a bag on him, bro, T Grizzley is a multi-millionaire, bro. All right, your Baby Shooter know. When it comes to LA, man, listen, bro. When it comes to LA, bro, these dudes will commit a murder for some starburst in an eighth. I'm telling you, again, and the starburst may be a little too much. They'll do it for an eighth. They'll do it for $50. Trust me, bro. They broke. They are broke. Yeah. So
we gotta do better out here, y'all, boy. Oh, y'all, boy, they got 4 quarters, 8 quarters. Starburst. I need Skittles at least, something.
You know, if they'll get me out of here for an eighth, man, what would they do to me for $50,000? So he tapped in and he began to explain himself. Now, when he began to explain himself, he was doing too much explaining and he got himself in trouble because he began to point out and tell on, again, I'm using this word tell on loosely because he's not speaking to the police, he's speaking to other gang members. He began to tell them, nah, I didn't do it. This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. They the ones y'all should go after. I didn't do it. But whole time he was capping because apparently he did do it.
No, not the fat D-Mac. Well, not the fat D-Mac. His name D-Mac though. It's not the fat one though. I know the skinny one that be getting to the money. Yeah. The shop, the one that be. Yeah. That's the other nigga. That's the other little nigga. It's like 4 or 5 in it on that shit. Besides the other nigga, besides the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole play together. That fuck with them niggas. crew, bro. You feel me? You ain't hear this from me, bro. You ain't hear this from me, all right?
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that.
Niggas be snake.
All right, it's Nick. It's my cousin.
Bro, what happened to the code? What happened to the street code, bro? Everybody moving silent. This man is dead recording it. Oh yeah, bro. You ain't gonna hear from nobody. How are we receiving this footage? That means you uploaded it, bro.
Schoolyard, bro. Boom. Mexican food break and 2 niggas. Boom. They all get money together. They all around, kicking around. You feel me? Boom. Them niggas that's press play on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now them niggas, they jeweler. They want to fuck with her. They see all the face. They see the face. They're like, oh, is that ain't we ain't with it? Whoa. They're like, shoot, you don't know. You feel me? I know your jeweler just. Ooh, feel me? Like, oh, I'm like, shit, hell yeah, he probably get ready for you. Feel me? Like, y'all gotta cash me out though. Set. Ooh, but I know about this. That's why I asked them. Like, you know, you fucking nigga T Grizzley, like, he like off limits. I'm like, on Crip. I'm like, I ain't say. I'm like, all right, you feel me? Like, boom. But I already them niggas on that.
This footage only resurfaced because I believe he was into it with Milk 74, and Milk 74 released the footage where he's telling the ops, hey, it wasn't me. It was that guy, bro. Man, trust me.
Oh,
now, a lot of people gave him flack for this. Like, you can't say this is telling because it's not telling because he wasn't talking to the police, but he was still giving up people and saying,
it's still telling, bro. It don't matter if it's to the police or not. They're telling.
They did this and they did that. Knowing there was bags on the heads of people involved is kind of like, man, you don't, like, do that to your homie, bro. Like, if you know, hey, bro.
If you got information, right, and you said, don't tell nobody I said it, that means don't even say it, bro. So just keep it to yourself. It can always be a possibility that the information is going to resurface. And that's exactly what happened in this situation.
Bro, T Grizzley got a bag out on somebody's head for whoever was involved, and you say, nah, he was involved, you damn near okay with your homie getting killed. So he got a lot of flack for it. So he came back and he explained exactly why he said that much and exactly why he did what he did.
All right.
And he confirmed T Grizzley was putting bags on people's heads.
Never spoke on that video. Well, let me make the long story short. That shit wasn't straight. I ain't gonna say that shit was straight. Niggas should never put no niggas' name in nothing. That shit wasn't cool. That shit wasn't cool. As a gangster, niggas should never implicated no niggas in nothing. But I'll make a long story short. My face going around, they say money on my head and all this and all that. The homie called me like, hey, these niggas want to holler at you, whoop. They trying to say you did this before they make a move. They want to move, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's up? So they put me on the line. They saying whoop and whoop, saying you did it, you feel me, like that. We got your mama address. They tell me my mama address. Bam. They read me my mama address, you feel me? Whole time they like, oh, we don't know if you really did it, or they probably could be blaming it on you, you feel me? So this isn't that. So I'm like, all right, what are smooth, you feel me? So them calls all different times, so they called me back. I'm like, man, look, you ain't hear this from me, but whoa, that's when I said that, you feel me? But what I should have did was called in, you feel me? But a nigga went straight, you feel me? But if I didn't want to tell them, bro, I know what really happened. Them niggas had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? If anything, I lied on them, bro, but that shit went straight. On the day, I went straight. So basically, it was a twist up, you feel me? To get me on video saying this is an you feel me? Nigga fell for it, because, like, mind you, I should have called in, I should have tapped in. It's money on head. I don't know who to trust when they talking about the amount of money they said it was on the nigga head, you feel me, on perk. So I should have tapped in and see what's the truth. Only reason why I believe this shit, though, because where my little brother was from, and a lot of niggas been in my mama house on South Park. So I'm like, these niggas had to, you feel me, on Park. So, and another nigga was my people. So I'm like, cuz, you feel me, like, these niggas get them.
Imagine minding your business and waking up one day and learning there's a bag on your head because somebody just lied on you and said that you burglarized T Grizzley. He admitted, yo, I lied on everybody whose name I said. It wasn't straight, but man, bro, what you expect him to do?
Yeah.
So this situation, now, we don't know what happened, right? Or if anybody did die from this, I don't know, okay? That's outside of my jurisdiction, okay? Y'all be like, Flacco, you the police, stay out of street business. Cool. I'm not going to investigate if anybody ever died from this, okay? What I would say is he's currently in jail. We don't know why he's currently in jail. All I can say is he's currently in jail. However, okay, paperwork from the burglary incident has surfaced, okay? And T Grizzley is being called a rat for how he conducted himself during the investigation. So the paperwork reads, right, investigation report, 3CCD F0142, but that don't matter, bro. All right. On or about September 28th, 2022, I, Detective Hamilton, number 3219842, I did check in. He is apparently a real detective. Received this case to investigate a residential burglary. The address was burglarized. Entry was made by shattering the rear sliding glass window. The thief made off with $1 million cash, jewelry, and multiple expensive bags. On February 17, 2024, at 1334, I met with homeowner Terry Wallace and Maisha Agnew for a follow-up. That's apparently T. Grizzly. Due to newly discovered evidence, Mr. Wallace stated his home was targeted on the day of his engagement wedding. Mr. Wallace is a musician with the stage name T. Grizzly. I began providing Mr. Wallace with a 6-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify any suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photograph of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph of Johnson and 2 unknown male figures on what seems to be a FaceTime call. Mr. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to admit his role in the burglary. Come on, that appears to be the FaceTime call that we just heard. Or maybe is another FaceTime call. Okay. Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cameras which showed an unknown assailant exiting the rear of the residence. The assailant had on a black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph of what seemed to be Johnson via the Instagram account shootergang_, standing on a dark gray colored SUV wearing the black and white hooded sweatshirt. I then provided Mr. Wallace a link to www.evidence.com to upload the photographs and videos. I then asked Mr. Wallace if he had any questions for me. Mr. Wallace stated he didn't have any more questions, so I ended my investigation as I didn't have any further questions for Mr. Wallace at this time. By the way, the person who's in jail, Shooter Gang.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If this is snitching, I guess you can call me a snitch. Okay, if you break into my house and start touching my stuff, I want you in jail. But hey, I'm a civilian.
It's unclear if he's still in jail for this T Grizzly thing, because I don't think somebody's doing 4 or 5 years for burglary, but he's currently in jail. Okay, and he's the one that's circulating his paperwork. He's the one that's claiming that T Grizzly told on him. So what we have here is the victim or the recipient of snitching claiming he got paperwork. He provided the paperwork, and he says T Grizzly told on him. Okay, Q. That right there would be enough for a lot of people to indict anybody they don't like. If this was if this was Young Thug, y'all wouldn't have any questions. Because if somebody y'all like, because it's T Grizzly, y'all gonna selective politic. Y'all gonna get all the excuses. Y'all gonna say you want to see the act.
Yeah, this is snitching, bro, because when you're a street dude, you gotta keep it in the streets, bro. We ain't calling no police. You were supposed to kidnap them, torture them. You know what I'm saying? Unalive them. That's the street code.
Bury him in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah. We got your mama address. Send him a video slapping his mom. That's the street code.
Bro, you ain't watching a video of him. You ain't watching a Power? You ain't watching a BMF Power? Come on, T Grizzly, you tripping.
Yo, y'all will make up so many excuses, bro. Yo, the new form now of telling and how street dudes is getting away with telling, if it's in paperwork, I don't believe it because the police be lying, yo. How do you know you can believe the detective? Crazy, the detective said he did it, but you ain't see no video footage of him telling. Man, y'all gonna selective politic this to the max, unless it's somebody y'all don't like, and then all of a sudden, man, F them. Then all of a sudden is, man, they a rat. Y'all call Thug a rat for less. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe that T Grizzly told?
I don't really have anything to add. I ain't gonna lie. Let T-Raw take this.
You said it, bro. Bro is a rat according to the street code. But yeah, that's it.
I made it to the end of another video. You already know. Love y'all. Great for y'all, man. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel. Let us know what you think about this T Grizzly situation. You already know. We out.